Hi, welcome back to JTTMath Easier. In this video, we'll be talking about washers, and it is a simple introduction. Hopefully, this will help you to figure out how to do them. I'll later post some more videos, more in depth and a little bit more difficult with washers and discs. So I hope this helps. So basically, in this first problem, we are given the following. We are given x equals y squared, x equals 4, sorry, and we want to rotate it around x equals 5. So this graph is basically a drawing. It's not to scale, so don't take it too strong. And so we're given, here is the image, the drawing, and then here is 5. I'd like to put 5, and I like to show that this is empty. Okay, they told us x equals 4, so that's our line. We can't go beyond that point. Whereas this graph, the graph probably does continue, but we can't go on. So with that said, we say, okay, you're given the following. Great. But the problem is we have space open. When we have space open, we know automatically that this is a washer. Washer has a hole, space equals hole. So with that said, what you do is, this is how I like to do it. We need to find our little r and our big R. What I do, I like to make a line. From the line I wanted to rotate, I go first hit the first one. The first one I hit is always going to be your little r. And then if you continue, and then you hit another line, that's going to be your big R. Once you have found your little and big R, what I like to do, I like to put the equations in there. My big R, obviously this one is y squared, and my little r is just 4. Okay, great. Are we done yet? No, we are not done. The reason why we're not done is because it's telling us to, they want us to rotate it to x equals 5. But our graph only goes up to 4. But they want us to move it all the way to 5, which is not a problem. But the problem is, how many units does our equation take in order for our equation to equal 0 again? That's the best way to think about it. So what I do is, okay, this is 5. How many units will it take from 5 to get to 0? 5 units. Obviously, you subtract 1 unit per each and eventually get to 0. So it's 5 units. It takes us from get to 5 to 0. So once you have all of this labeled, you write your equation. I like to put pi up front because, I don't know, it's easier for me to do my work. And you go, big R is y squared, little r is just 4. So you go, well, I know I need 5. How am I going to add it to my equation, you might be asking, sorry. How am I going to add it to my equation, you might be asking. And this is how you will add it. At least this is how I will add it. I go 5 minus y squared minus, okay, well, I know I'm subtracting. So what you could do is go 5 minus 4 equal to 1 squared dy. That's how you will solve the equation. Oh, I'm sorry, into 0 to 2. You might be asking why is it from 0 to 2, and the reason why it is from 0 to 2 is because they gave us the point 2. They gave us a point of 2. So that's how you will solve it, the basic equation. Washers tend to be a little bit easy to notice because they have a hole, but sometimes disc does look like a washer, but it's not a washer because when you rotate it and you make the revolution that it needs to be, you see the disc. So just be careful what you see and make sure you understand what you're doing. If you have any questions, comments, just email me or write below and I'll be answering your questions or comments soon. Thank you so much for watching JTT Math Easier.